The Duluth Playhouse is staging a classic musical for the holidays, Singing in the Rain. And Kate Horvath is here from the Playhouse to fill us in. Welcome, Kate.
Thanks, Karen.
Thank you for taking the time.
Absolutely. Pleasure to be here.
Singing in the Rain is a huge blockbuster. So, tell us a little bit about it.
Oh my gosh, Singing in the Rain, it is a absolute family feel-good musical, perfect for the holidays. It's had a very successful run on Broadway, currently running in the West End in London. It is everything that you remember from the movie, plus more singing, more dancing, and then rain.
Which is pretty incredible.
It is.
So it talks about it kind of addresses that time period between silent films and going to the talkies and how they adjust to that. And of course there's hijinks and humor in there too, but isn't it funny that we have a media universe that's changing
Absolutely.
around us now?
It sure is, and we're just discovering now all these different things, the way that media is evolving and social networking is influencing the things that we do, and how are we learning about things on Facebook, that's what's new and cool, and all this sort of thing just sort of winds one thing into the next, and it's really funny because we discover all sorts of new things about ourselves as a culture that way, just the same as, for a comic point, they discover a girl who's been famous in these silent films. She can't talk or speak at all. Her voice is absolutely not suitable towards a film where you can hear her speak and sing. So it's really, really cool and very funny to sort of compare the two.
Yeah. Okay, cast of like almost 20
Yeah.
plus.
It's fabulous. They are all triple threats. We're doing all kinds of fun stuff. There's going to be incredible choreography with umbrellas. They're dancing in the rain. It's going to be really, really fun. And I know they've been working so hard. It's starting to really come together.
Yeah, we were there just 2 weeks ago. Or actually, we were here. We visited on Tuesday. And they open 2 weeks from tonight.
Yes.
Which is a pretty incredible, that they're this far along right now, because I know that they've been working at it. But one of the most amazing things is laying down the challenge of making it rain. Literally making it rain indoors.
It's been really exciting. Ever since season selection, we're like, well, it's gotta rain. How are we gonna do it? And then the other day, Jeff came in, our production manager, and he was soaking wet, and the shoulders of his sweater were just drenched, and his hair was all wet, and his face was lit up with this amazing smile when he came into the office saying, it works, it's so great. So, it was we were excited about that because, we wouldn't have a show if it didn't rain.
It's Singing in the Rain. So he let us watch the very first time they actually made someone sing in the rain. So let's take a backstage tour and find out how that works.
Hot water out of a faucet, some garden hoses, some gutters, and we're ready to rock.
To be a part of it is great. I'm so excited.
Our technical director, Dean Chider, did a lot of the research on this, and basically what it came down to is the simplest solution is the best. We actually have just typical house gutters that are flipped upside down, and then we have a flat line of garden hose with the holes poked in it, like what you water your lawn with. And those are shooting up into the gutters, and then when the water hits the gutters, then it's dispersing in the gutters and just going where it wants to and making a natural flow, and that's how we're getting the rain to come down on the stage. Here's the key to our existence, right there. My name is Jeff Brown, and I'm the production manager at the Duluth Playhouse.
I was excited. It was fun. A little slippery. Could figure out the shoe situation, but it's warm too.
Tonight was the first time going for it, and it worked. We're happy.
So I just got my tickets, and I think I'm in the splash zone. I'm in the front row.
Yeah, we're saying, if you don't want to get wet, don't sit in the front row. But I think that would be a really good spot for you, Karen.
I will wear my raincoat maybe, or bring an umbrella. So the Playhouse has all kinds of things coming up and going on. Tell us about that new space, that new theater space.
We are so excited to have a new home for the Duluth Playground. It will be taking over the space that was formerly occupied by the Children's Museum. They've moved on, and we are going to be renovating that space into a lovely, very versatile, true black box space to house all kinds of activities, not just more theater, which we can certainly do, but all sorts of community activities, and open during the daytime, so we can include more of our friends within the Depot building.
And I know that you juggle performance space with the Children's Theater as well as the adult programs that are going on.
Oh yes, we sure do.
So this opens some new doors?
It does. We will have our showcases in that space. We will also be able to continue to innovate youth programming, so we'll be able to add some more shows, diversify the programming that's available to our different age groups, and also expand a little bit on that children's theater season that I love so much.
Yeah, just a great season coming up. I mean, really cool stuff. So the showcases, the kids that have been working for weeks get to show off what they do.
10 weeks of classes culminate in showcases starting the 15th of December. So we'll do actually a full morning of youth showcases for ages 5 to 14 on the main stage before we do 2 performances of Singing in the Rain. So it's busy and full. So we'll be excited to have another space within the Depot complex to put people. It'll be great.
And you will fill it well. Thank you so much for coming
Steve.
over. And I want to remind you to get that Singing in the Rain opens Thursday, November 29th and runs through December 16th. Tickets are available online at the Duluth Playhouse, and get them quick because I know they'll sell out.